Hello, first graders. I'm so excited to be back with you today. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, and we are going to do another observation of our caterpillars. And I want you to take a look very closely at the cup now and how does it look different than it did last time. And kind of be thinking back now because it was last Thursday when we looked at it. So that is exactly about 5 days from now. So it's 5 days have gone by, and I want you to take a look to see how do things look different inside of the cup. Remember that last time, as I remember, there was one caterpillar that was still kind of crawling around at the top. Remember, he was kind of the late bloomer, but do you see him anymore? I wonder what happened. Take a look. What stage do you think these caterpillars are in now? I'm going to try to get it a little closer to the camera because I want you to be able to see through the plastic cup the best that you can. Do you see anything moving? How does it look different than it did before? Remember the stages of the butterfly life cycle. First, it starts as an egg. We did not see these caterpillars in the egg stage. When Mrs. Sure got them in the cup, they were already in the second stage, which is the caterpillar, and sometimes they call the caterpillar the larva stage. So they were in the caterpillar stage, but now they look a lot different than they did when we first looked at this cup. And I'm going to try to get it really close. Some of the videos you've looked at, they've talked a little bit about the chrysalis stage. And when they're in the chrysalis stage, they're getting ready for their very last stage, which is the butterfly stage. I wanted to wait before I put these into the net because once I put them into this net in the background, I'll see if I can show you with the camera. There's a big, tall net, kind of a cage, and I'm going to put this lid, I'm going to take this lid off, I'm going to put it into this little tray, and the lid is going to stand like this inside the tray, and I'll put the tray inside the net because once these start coming out, they're going to need a place to fly, and Mrs. Sure can't have them flying all over my house. That would be good, and it would be safe for the butterflies. Plus, they need to have a place to eat, so Mrs. Sure will have to put some things inside of the cage that will provide some nourishment for the butterflies once they come out of their little shells. I'm so excited. So it's been about 5 days, and thinking back, remember it can be anywhere from 10 to 12 days that they start to come out. So we're at least halfway through, and I think some of these, remember, were already in the chrysalis stage. The one late bloomer was not. So we could be up to maybe 7 or 8 days right now for some of these caterpillars being in this chrysalis stage. So think about that now. Maybe sometime, maybe this week, they might turn into butterflies. I'm hoping it will happen before the weekend, but we'll just have to wait and see. And if for some reason they start doing that on the weekend and we're not together, Mrs. Sure will make sure I film it so you're able to watch it because it will be fun if we can catch some of this on video or on tape. So I'm going to look to see, do you see any movements? Sometimes I feel like I look, and every once in a while, it almost looks like they're kind of shaking inside. Do you notice that? It must be because they're working really, really hard to turn into butterflies. It says that the closer they get to coming out of their chrysalis actually starts to become kind of clear. And I'm trying to look at these chrysalises. I'm trying to give you a close-up look. Do you think they look clear yet, or do they look kind of a solid color? Be thinking about that a little bit. I'm not going to tell you. I just want you to kind of form your own opinion about that. And I'll try to note as many changes as I can. They talked a little bit how when they're in the caterpillar stage, they start to outgrow their shells and they shed them. Now, I didn't actually see the caterpillars do that, and there's a lot of stuff at the bottom of this cup, but I noticed some particles over here on the cup. On the side, you see this big glob over here? It might be hard for you to tell, but that doesn't look like it's food, so it might be part of a shell from the caterpillar stage. So today I want you to draw a picture of what you see, and I want you to tell me a little bit about what you see. You can use the mic today and just tell me, because sometimes it's so much to write and you don't have a big space. So if you can tell me what you see, think about number one, how they look different, and number two, what you think is going to happen next and what stage are they in now. Think about what stage they're in. Well, I am very excited, and I know your other teachers are excited to hear from you to see about the observation that you made today. Have a great Tuesday.